row. Coach, you want to open us up with a statement?
Again, very proud of our guys. A good opening win of the season. Thought the guys played hard, played physical. Thought we were very efficient, especially in the first half. I really liked how we started the game with, no self-inflicted wounds from ourselves, from substitution issues and penalties and that kind of thing. Took care of the football very well offensively. We had the ball 5 times, scored 5 drives, and had another 2-minute drive was really good. And got a field goal block, but did a nice job there. Defensively, thought to come out. They hit some little nickel and dime throws, and not say nickel and dime, good throws, slants, and got inside, and we got that fixed. And we played the run extremely well in the game. And then got some pressure on the quarterback, and we got there. And second half, anything I was disappointed in the way we started. Come out, got the wrong guy. I mean, too many guys got on the field. They got confused on who was going in, and get a penalty like that and get you started bad, and then end up get a sack, and then they drive and kick a field goal, and we had 2 or 3 penalties on defense, personal fouls, pushing and hitting. And listen, there's no excuse for those. Those are undisciplined penalties that cannot happen no matter what. Some guy, they hit you in the head. You don't do anything. You got to let it go, because those end up hurting your team, and that kept their drive alive. And they get down there, we got them stopped for a field goal. Then we come back and scored. Made a really nice drive. But Mexico is a tough team to prepare for offensively. They bring multitudes of blitzes, bunches of looks. Our guys did young lineman did a good job up front. Connor did a nice job. Receivers were excellent tonight. And did that. I thought our coverage teams were our kickoff coverage team was excellent. I think we tackled them every time inside the 25 and a couple times inside the 15 and 10. And I think one time they bobbled one. We got them on a 2 or 3. Punt team did a good job. Our return team almost popped a kickoff there. One of them was very good with Ruben got back there and got a good kickoff return. Thought our punt return nice, broke one and gave us great field position on another, so we won that battle, and that's important. We've got good returners. We've got to keep giving them space, and we've got to cover kicks. We've got good kickers, so thought it was a good, solid game, but there's a lot of things we need to clean up. We'll watch the film and get all the details. So then we get on to Miami.
We'll go first Brent and then Christy.
In terms of your transfers, Josh DeBerry led you with 10 tackles, had a sack. Just if you could speak to his play.
I thought he played very physical tackler, very sure tackler, played the ball well in different spots, played very smart, very intelligent. You can tell he's an older guy who's played a lot of football, and he played that way, played a very good football game. I thought he was really good. Saw Ja'Day Walker on offense, made some really nice catches. Some of our other guys, in the transfer portal, it was good. Like I said, it was good to us.
What was this game like for you with Bobby Petrino calling the plays?
Great.
Primarily?
It was great. We were talking back and forth, sharing ideas, what we could go to, what we could not, but giving suggestions, what we think we could see down there, reminding things we do in the game plan, just like we do in the meeting, and it was excellent. Had fun. A lot of fun.
Second row, Christy.
What did you think about Connor overall, and especially like you talked about his efficiency? He was very efficient for your offense.
Very poised, very experienced, handling blitzes, drifting. A lot of little things you don't see, like drifting away from plays to create an extra step when they have an unblocked guy. In other words, with an extra blitzer coming and buying time and doing those things. I thought our receivers did a really nice job. I kept saying all night, I think Noah had 3 touchdowns. I think Evan had 2 and 100 yards. But I really liked the way Anias played too. Anias, there's a lot of things that don't go in the stat sheet, but there's a lot of hidden things he did for us on that football team, and blocks and calls and checks and routes and the way, and he got his catches too some, but even I thought he was excellent on the night, and it was all, those guys did a really nice job, but I thought 15 was really, really good on the night.
Front row to the left, Mark.
You mentioned Evan and Noah. I was hoping you could elaborate a little bit more on what you saw out of them, because obviously both had heck of nights.
Yeah, and that's what we've been seeing. That's what I've been saying in those scrimmages and the practices, and we've been playing really well. They've been very efficient. Whether it's underneath routes, over the top routes, making contested catches, running moves. They're a very talented group of guys. And, you got another one, Anias, Moose, Ja'Day. Ja'Day had a couple of critical third downs early. That whole group, it's a very good group in my opinion, and they play well.
Down front right, Cole, and then Travis.
Jimbo, we didn't get to talk to you since you named the 12th man with Sam. What went into that decision of why Sam was the selection?
Everything he does. We see him tonight. He's making plays. He's starting on every special team. He gives you every ounce of energy he has in everything he does. He's a high-character person. He represents what that person is and what A&M is about. And there was a lot of good choices, believe it or not. But, Sam is a there's nobody puts more, and I say this wholeheartedly, there's nobody puts more effort into practice daily, his team daily, and what he does, and he's one. Everything his heart and soul is in it, and he plays his tail off. Very well deserving of being the 12th man.
And then a very emotional night for you guys with the passing of Coach Price to honor him. Just what did it mean to you to be able to get this win, and also what will be saying?
Again, Terry Price will always be part of this family, part of our staff. Will always be part of A&M, but he'll be part of our personal staff. and who he is as a person and what he is, and he'll never be forgotten. And he would have been the first one right there yelling and hooping and hollering and being the one out there. I could hear him from up top. I know he was up there here hollering all night, and he's not a bigger A&M guy in the world, and it's very special for us, and we're going to play that way for him all year.
Down front, Travis, and then Olin.
Hey, Coach. With Noah, was he 100%? Was he battling through any injuries?
No, the other guys are nicked and knacked, but he's fine. I think he got his foot stepped on tonight or something one time and something else, but he's fine.
And a lot of deep shots tonight. How much of that is the identity of what this team's going to be, and how much?
Well, it depends on matchups. There was routes by how they matched it up. It allowed us to do that, but there's options underneath, and there were reads that we would go to. That's the play that we've used a lot. And if you got the ability to go deep, but you got underneath options with it too. That same one we hit deep, we hit Noah. I mean, hit Evan on the slant a couple times backside. It came out real good on slants. That was the same play. I mean, so there was, and we hit Moose one time short on it. We hit, I mean, they hit on that particular play, I believe 4 out of the 5 different potential receivers. We hit 4 of them on the night in different ways that caught the ball on that play. That when that read was there, that's why I say Connor was so efficient. When the play was there, he took it. And when he wasn't there, he was dumping it down underneath and being efficient and keeping it in the down and distance and the things we did. So that's why I was so efficient, happy about the efficiency and the way we played.
Front left, Olin, and then we'll go to the back.
Speaking of some of those deep shots, it seemed like Connor was extremely accurate as an old quarterback.
He was.
Does his accuracy?
It's very good, and also he'll know he underthrew one time. He underthrew one time to Jade. We had one to Jade, and I don't mean that, but I mean we're going to keep taking those shots. You got to throw them down there. It's the only way you can catch them. And our guys make contested catches. We almost made a great catch by one down the sideline. He went up on a go ball, had it, and got broken up. But those guys can go up and win those contested catches and make those plays. And you got to get those chunk plays. And that's where I say our offensive line. You go back to that, talking about them, but we had time to throw the football. The maturity up front is showing. The maturity up front in the offensive line. He had a pocket, and he had a clean pocket where he could step up and make the throws. And those guys a year ago, with all the injuries and banged and bruised, that manufactured for us tonight too. We had clean pockets that we could step and throw the football, which allow you to get the ball down the field. So it's a combination of all those things. I thought our line did a really nice job, especially the multitude of blitzes and things they saw tonight. They did a really good job. And our backs, picking up from side to side in protections on that first touchdown. 4 made an unbelievable job going across and making a cutoff block when you're scanning on the backside, which is very hard to do. And I thought our protections and our routes, and again, 15 was excellent. I mean, he made throws and was putting guys and giving them chances to make plays. And we got 2 or 3 interference calls because of it too, because we were taking those shots that had them in one-on-one situations.
Coach, we'll go back behind the lights, Daryl, and then.
How many interference calls did we get?
5.
Really?
On one guy. 5.
I knew he had 3 or 4. I didn't know he had 5. Wow. Pretty good.
Coach, I know it wasn't the cleanest game that you wanted, but it was a lot cleaner than last year's opener. Can you talk about how that helps you from a confidence standpoint?
We kind of flipped
into
it.
Miami?
Last year we were sloppy in the first half and really good in the second. This year we were great in the first half and sloppy in the second. But no, it is. Listen, game by game, you grow every game. Everybody says between the first and second game. I ain't ever figured that one out. One of y'all must have made that up. All right, but I hope you keep getting better every game as you stay healthy and get experience. But, it gives you confidence. You went out there now when the lights are on the scoreboard, and you've had some guys that still, even though Connor still hadn't played, 5 games? 3 has played 5 or 6 games. They're all still relatively young guys. And the more guys go out on the field and play and have success, and, you had a starting right tackle who's a true freshman tonight, Chase Basantis, who played out there. So the more those guys get on the field, have success. Maury Daniels, first true, those backs, a true significant playing time they had, did a really nice job. So the more they get out there and play, and the DBs, the young DBs, Bryce and all those guys on defense, and Shamar, and, they're going to gain confidence, and that's what we got to have.
We'll stay back behind the lights. Justin.
Jimbo, I think the longest play you gave up on defense tonight was that 27-yard touchdown run. Other than that, you kept them at bay. But just overall defense, not giving up big plays and kind of controlling the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to tell you what we did. I thought we tackled well in space. Like you're talking about Josh DeBerry. When guys had chances to make tackles in space, we really stuck to them. Bryce had a couple I saw. Josh DeBerry, the safeties, Damani, Jordan, all those guys. We tackled well in space that eliminated the big plays. I thought our front really dictated the tone in the run game and allowed some pressure and made the ball have to get out so the balls weren't down. They hit a couple slants, and one of them maybe broke there, I think. But for the most part, we did a really good job. And listen, turnovers and big plays dictate the outcomes of the game as much as anything. you getting turnovers and not having them, and creating big plays and not having them on defense is as big a factor in winning and losing as anything now. And keeping big plays down was huge.
Carter, you'll wrap us up. Second row on the right.
Jimbo, how do you assess just the pass rush tonight, and also Torian York, true freshman, his first
Man,
game?
how about him making all the calls and doing everything as a true freshman? You had 2 true freshmen playing linebacker and tackle. That's 2 pretty good positions in the SEC to be starting at as a freshman. It's pretty daggone tough, and those guys did a great job. But I thought Torian was outstanding in the game. I really did. I mean, to be able to make those calls and trigger and do the things he does is, like I say, he's a very mature guy, and he's going to get nothing but better and better. And loved the way he played and what he did.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll get the
Okay.
players.
Thank you, guys.
Is Connor Wigman, who would like to get us started with questions for Connor. We'll start front row on the left side to Mark.
Connor, you may not know this, but you are the first Aggie quarterback in history to throw 5 touchdowns in an opener. Can you just get a little bit about how you were feeling tonight, your comfort level, because it seemed like you were in the zone from the word go?
I mean, I felt good. I mean, like Coach Petrino always says, we got to feed the studs. They made my life easy out there, and the O-line, they went to work all night. And I can't say enough about the O-line, the receivers, the running backs. They stepped up in pass pro as well, and just get the ball out of my hands as quick as possible and get it to my playmakers.
We'll go second row on the right side to Christy and then Travis.
You mentioned Petrino. Could you talk a little bit more about working with him and how it was? I know you've been working with him in practice, but in an actual game, how that went and what you thought about it overall?
Oh, I mean, it was awesome. Just we went out there, we executed the game plan, just took it one play at a time, one drive at a time, and like I said, just give it to my playmakers, and they make my life easy out there.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis and then Cole.
Hey, Connor, a lot of accuracy on the balls, 20-plus yards. How much of that was what they were giving you? How much of that do you feel like is the identity of the offense this year?
I mean, yeah, we would love to throw the ball as much as possible like that, but I mean, every play gets, like Coach Fisher always tells me, just take with the defense, play the defense on that play, and that's what I went out there and did.
What's the connection between you and Noah like? It seemed like that was really clicking today.
Oh, yeah, I mean, ever since spring ball, fall camp, every time we went out and threw routes on air in the summer, I mean, all those guys, they all go out and work for me, and I try and give them the ball and let them go make plays.
We'll stay on the front row to Cole.
Connor, was there a moment throughout the summer or throughout the spring that you noticed the connection between you and Evan or you and Noah?
I mean, I don't know if there was one specific moment. I mean, we came in together. I mean, we knew what was expected of us, and I feel like we went out there and did our job.
And then tonight was a very emotional night honoring Coach Price.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
what do you
sure.
think he would say after a game like this?
I mean, he would have a big old smile on his face, and he would just tell us how hard we work, and we put in a lot of work to get to where we are right now through the spring, summer, and all that. So that's my guy, Coach Price.
We'll go back behind the lights. We'll start with Justin and then Daryl.
Connor, just the big plays in general. I know your progression is probably maybe not your first read, but to get those big plays, what's that do for you guys, especially when you hit them?
I mean, it gets the crowd into the game. I mean, the O-line, they had good pass pro the whole game to have time to be able to make those plays, and then just give the ball to my receivers, and they're going to make a play every time, I feel like.
I think maybe the fourth quarter, there was pass interference on, or they didn't call pass interference on East 2, and then you went back the same corner route. Just, is that a Petrino thing, or is that just, are y'all, I mean, how'd y'all communicate that? Because that was kind of cool to see the same play come right back to it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we knew what coverage they were going to be in, and just we had to go out there and execute the play. We didn't execute it how we wanted it to the first time, right back to it.
We'll stay back behind the lights to Daryl.
Connor, can you talk about what this does for you guys from a confidence standpoint and a preparation standpoint as you get ready to hit the road and play Miami next weekend?
I mean, we just try and take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time, and we're going to celebrate the win tonight, and then we're right back at it tomorrow with stretch and stride and film, and we're going to break the film down from this game, and it's on to Miami.
We'll go second row on the right side to Brent and then Carter.
Second play of the game for y'all on offense. I think you went for 17 yards. How much fun is that for you when, to be able to tuck it and show you can run it as well?
Oh, yeah, it's really fun. I always tell Coach, I ask him if I remind him of Lamar. Yeah.
We'll stay on the second row to Carter.
Did he give you his answer on that?
Yeah, he just shakes his head.
Okay. So you've talked about how much different it is now compared to being a true freshman last season. But how about the kind of the deeper and the far sideline and throwing on the run, those kind of plays where you really got to use all your arm strength or a lot of your talent? How much more confident are you to make those throws than you were compared to last year?
I mean, I feel like I was always confident. It just whenever that play arrives, you got to go out there and make the play. And I feel like we went out there and did that today. And just being able to go out there and execute each play, and I feel like we did that really well.
And then what did you make of the pregame entrance, the new entrance you guys have this season?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, they showed us like a week ago, and I feel like it got the crowd into it. It was really cool to see.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex and then the battalion.
Hey, Connor, you mentioned execution. It seemed like last year when you guys had troubles, it was you guys were talking about executing and trying to improve. Now that you have a game with, some tangible experience and something you can look at, what do you see as like the biggest growth and difference that you guys are actually able to do that right now?
Like just our maturity level, just being able to take it from the practice field onto the game field, and I feel like we did that really well.
We'll go third row on the left side to the battalion.
Hey, can you talk about the effort by the running backs tonight and the 4 that saw playing time?
Oh, I mean, it was huge. Just all 4 of them. I mean, they come in, they run the ball hard, they block hard. I mean, they're doing their job every play, and I feel like, I don't know, I can't say enough about those guys. They worked really hard tonight.
And then just talk about the atmosphere tonight in general, here in Kyle.
I mean, it's awesome. It's nothing like it. I mean, every time we step out on that field, it's a crazy atmosphere. You come in from warm-ups, you come back in the locker room, and you come back out, it's 100,000 people cheering you on, and there's really nothing like it.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis and then wrap things up with Brent.
Compared to the offense last year, y'all coming out and on a drive, you can have 3, 4, 5 different personnel sets and some that aren't typical. Do you feel like you kind of took them by surprise a little bit? And how much fun is it to have those different options and different looks as a quarterback?
I mean, it's really fun. They make my life easy. Just like tight ends, running backs, receivers. I mean, they make my life so easy. Just give them the ball and let them go make plays.
We'll go second row on the right side to Brent.
So going back to high school, you're excelling at football, you're excelling at baseball. What was it that separated football from baseball in terms of saying, hey, this is a sport I'm going to play?
I don't know. I guess the atmosphere of playing football, there's really nothing like it. I mean, I always loved baseball, but football was my main sport always, and I don't know how to answer that question very well, but just the atmosphere of football, there's really nothing like it.
You look more forward to it?
I mean, yes, sir. I mean, I don't know. I love baseball, too, and I wish I could have done both. This was just really difficult, especially being a quarterback. I feel like I had to be there with the team this summer, so.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you, Connor.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
We'll get started. Front row on the right side to Cole.
All right, now you got 3 touchdowns. Do you have a favorite?
Definitely the first one. First one always the best.
Just because of it started off the season.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Did you notice at any point during the summer or spring your connection with Connor really take new heights the way underneath this offense?
When I first got here, Connor's amazing, raw talent. So I knew it would be a great, scene, and just us working on our timing every day at practice, getting better and better. It's hard to stop.
And then tonight was a very emotional night to honor Coach Price's passing. Just if he was here right now, what do you think he would say post-game?
He would be proud of us. I think we completed the mission for him.
We'll go second row on the right side to Christy and then Travis.
What did you think of the night overall and your connection with Wegman and just how everything went on the offense with y'all scoring 5 touchdowns on your first 5 possessions?
We came in with a chip on our shoulder to prove people that we're capable of leading this offense. And, you know, we just love, trust, and believe in each other, coaches, players, and we made it happen.
We'll stay on the right side, front row to Travis.
With the impressive game that you had, were you battling through any injuries? Were you 100% out there?
I was good.
You were good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Little nicked up? Yeah.
I'm good.
And what, with the different personnel groups, the different kind of offense, how much fun is it to play in what y'all are doing this year? And do you feel like you kind of kept them off balance with the different ways y'all are changing formations?
Yeah, it was really fun. Just hearing that play call got me, I had to calm down, almost smile, you know.
We'll go back behind the lights to Daryl and then Justin.
Noah, was there anything that took place in practice or maybe in camp that you thought, man, when the opener comes around, you were going to have the kind of night you did?
I knew from just working hard in practice with my guys every day that we were going to come out there and show up for sure.
We'll stay back behind the lights to Justin.
No, just kind of the big plays to you, and Stewart caught a deep post for a touchdown too. So the big plays tonight, how cool was that?
It was amazing. Evan, my guy, so just seeing him succeed too. Love seeing my brothers eat.
That was going to be my next question, actually. Everybody kind of got involved tonight. So is this, I know the game plan will change and better competition will come, but just the amount of weapons you have, how fun is it to kind of see everybody get their time to shine?
Like I said, I just love everyone doing their thing, so it's a great thing to see.
Anything else for Noah? All right, thank you, Noah.
Thank you.
Who would like to get us started with Edgerrin? We'll go second row on the left side to Alex and then Mark.
Hey, Edgerrin. Wanted to ask you about one of your teammates, Josh DeBerry, and just the night that he had and what you saw from him.
No. I wasn't surprised, but, to see a person that, to hop in our program and be able to make an impact like that, that's pretty surprising, and, he kept the energy for us, seeing him making those plays, kept the energy for the defense going.
Just over the offseason, you guys lost a number of cornerbacks, and so to have a guy like that come in and be able to have an impact like that, just how critical is it for the position in general?
Oh, that's very critical, to have an advantage like that, to be able to have somebody step up and automatically make an impact like that. And it's just, whoever out there on the field with us, it don't matter who it is, we just have the same mindset. Everybody, we just need to go.
We'll stay on the left side, go to the front row to Mark.
Edge, you had a big night tonight yourself. Do you feel a little bit more comfortable in this scheme now that's in the second year and that Coach Durkin is coaching the linebackers directly?
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's a lot more. I'm a lot more comfortable where I'm at, in the dirt, just making it simpler for us, and letting us set our feet and play.
We'll go front row on the right side to Cole.
Edrin, just when you look back at tonight's game and you see an 18-year-old making plays like Tarian York, just what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
That guy right there, he's been working hard since the day he got here. He even kept me on my toes. He tried to lead the linebacker. I listen to him. I don't care if you're a freshman or not. And if you have a voice, and the way he approaches practice every day, everybody listen to him because we see the type of guy he is, and we know what he coming in here for.
And then tonight was a very emotional night for you guys, honoring Coach Price's passing. If he could be here right now, what do you think he would say about this one?
He'd be very proud of us. We just here to play for him. Stuff happens, but it's just have to keep going and do it for him.
We'll go left side, third row to the battalion, and then Travis.
When the offense is playing like they are tonight, how does that make y'all's job on the defense easier, or kind of take a load off y'all's shoulders?
Excuse me, what was that? I'm sorry.
When the offense is playing as well as they are tonight, how does that make your job on defense easier and kind of take a load off your shoulders?
It takes a lot of weight off our shoulders, seeing our teammates that we work hard with every day, it keeps the energy going for everybody. Energy, I feel like it's a big thing to have on a football field, and just have everybody going no heads down and just playing 100% every play.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis, and then TV row.
The offense took a lot of deep shots tonight. What was it like going against that this year, and with the accuracy that Connor has and the speed and the ability that those wide receivers have?
It was a big change. The wide receiver core is amazing. They're amazing players, and we're just looking forward to everybody just keep going and just stepping up.
We'll go back behind the lights to Justin and then Daryl.
Hey, Coop, how do you feel like you guys did against the run tonight? Like the longest run you gave up was only 27 yards on that touchdown. Other than that, you fit pretty well. What'd you think?
Yeah, I feel like everything went pretty fine. It's just little stuff that was big things that came up that, we're going to have to fix, and we just try to stack days and just go for it from now on.
How big of that is stopping the run tonight was that D-line and let you guys kind of flow to the ball?
Oh, there's some animals on there. It's a fun time playing behind them.
We'll stay back behind the lights to Daryl.
Could you compare this to the feeling that you had a year ago when you guys walked off the field after playing Sam Houston in your opener?
Yeah, but we mainly not really worried about anything in the past. We like the mentality we came this year is just everything new. Forget about everything that happened in the past, and we just want to start this new year, like just being violent and leading the team and just making something new things happen.
I was looking for maybe stepping off the field, having a little more confidence after this opener as you get ready for Miami then. Maybe I should have phrased it a little differently.
I'm sorry, what was it?
How you played tonight versus last year and the confidence that you might have that you'll carry into the Miami game. I'm sure that you guys walked off the field feeling a whole lot better than you did a year ago.
Yeah, this is a lot better. I guess people just don't understand like how much we're coming together just to be together and just leading everybody. It's like we don't care who you are. It's just a standard that we have too, and we're just pushing toward that standard.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
I know you're an outdoorsman. You going dove hunting tomorrow?
Probably not yet. I gotta make sure my guys around me make sure we handle business first, then we'll take care of the fun things after.
Wanted to ask you one more about Tarian York. When he first got here and as he's progressed just in the offseason, what has really stood out to him and made him, such a reliable person so quickly?
He's that's a special player right there. Like he loves the game. Like he truly loves the game. He's always studying film. Asks everybody they want to come watch film. He's just that guy or linebacker you would want on any team.
We'll go front row on the right side to Cole.
Actually, we haven't gotten to speak to you yet since the hiring of Coach Petrino, but with the philosophy of feed the studs, do you feel like that being able to go up against that style of offense through practice makes you guys more nuanced and seasoned for passing sets?
Oh yeah. I feel like the new looks he gave us is so many, and to go against that in practice, that helps big time, because then once it comes game time, it's just everything just settle in. We could just rely off our rules and just play ball.
And then Connor told Coach Petrino that he reminds himself a little bit of Lamar Jackson. Does he remind you of Lamar Jackson at all?
His little moves, his little jukes he have. Yes, Connor, once he get in open field, he can make things happen.
Anything else for Edrin? All right, thank you. That's all we have today.